Hello, my fellow card crafters. Welcome. I am so excited to show you the small die of the month set for July from Spellbinders. This one is super cute and it makes the cutest summertime cards. So this one is called Day at the Beach. And let me show you all of the dies included with this set. I've already pre-cut all of my pieces. And it makes up the cutest girl sitting on a beach towel on the beach. And there's even a tote bag and little flip-flops included, as well as a hat. So I have all of the dies laid out as well as the die cut pieces. And I'm going to jump in with creating the beach towel. So I'm using some craft cardstock for the base piece and adding some pink stripes to it. It even has a cute little fringe piece that you can glue on the end. I also cut out the stripes with gold so I could add some pretty gold detailing to the beach towel. And to build this, it just uses those 3 dies there that you see to my left hand. But it took me a little bit to figure out how this went. So I'm hoping that this helps you if you have this set and you are trying to put this together. Okay, so here it is all done. Let's put these dies away. And we're going to create the tote bag next. I'm all about a cute beach tote. I cut this out twice, one with some pretty pattern paper from the card kit of the month, as well as some purple heavyweight cardstock, just to give it some stability. The die cuts out a little slit at the top of the tote so you can put stuff in it if you want, like her flip-flops. And then it also has a die for you to cut out some stripes for the basket tote if you'd like. And I'm going to attach some dark purple stripes to the tote. So there's the top and then 2 stripes at the bottom. I cut out the handle with some gold mirror cardstock, and I'll attach that last. Isn't that the cutest little tote bag? Now let's put the girl together. I cut out the swimming suit with more pattern paper from the card kit of the month, and even a striped piece you see there. But I decided to use this kind of watercolor-looking bathing suit on her. Okay, next let's attach her arms. This set is so detailed and fun, but it really does help to see someone use it and put it together for you. So now for the other arm. Okay, and next we're going to put together her hat. Look how cute she sits on that little beach towel. So much fun. I'll put away the swimming suit die. And let's pull out the hat pieces. I cut it out with craft cardstock as well as gold, but I decided to use the gold behind the sentiment that says smile. And then the sentiment shows up a lot better with the gold behind it. Let's put the hat pieces away. Next, and the body piece. Next, we have these little circle dies that create the top of the hat. So the smaller circle fits on the top of the larger one, and it leaves a little space. And that's where you're going to glue down the band or the ribbon around the hat. And I cut that out with white as well as the streamers. I'll add a little bit of liquid glue and attach this small piece. And that goes just right above the sentiment. And here is one of the streamers. I had to cut it out twice to get 2 streamers. Or I don't know if they're called streamers, but that's what I'm going to call them for now. And then I'm going to attach these pieces down flat next. It looks like these are kind of flapping in the breeze. And then the little top hat piece I'm going to pop up with a foam square, just to give it a little fun dimension. But isn't that cute? Okay, let's add 2 small foam squares to this. And attach this right above the sentiment. And now we can attach it to the girl. And there, you can put this on kind of askew at a jaunty angle or straight. I'm putting it on a bit of an angle. So it looks like she's kind of tilting her head. Okay, let's put that aside and work on the flip-flops. I cut them out with a medium tone purple. And the tops of the shoes I cut out with more of the gold mirror cardstock. I'll attach those on top. Gluing the gold mirror cardstock is kind of tricky because it takes a little bit longer to dry. So here's the second piece, or the second shoe. Okay, so let's put this aside for just a minute and work on the pretty background that our girl is going to be looking at. I'm taping down a piece of Neenah Solar White 80-pound cardstock on my work mat. I'm using some mint tape for my horizon line. And then I pulled out a really fun stencil to create some pretty clouds. So I'm using tumbled glass, which is just a really pale blue Distress Oxide ink. And I'll start at the horizon line, and I'm not taking the ink all the way to the edges. I just want it kind of to fade off into white. I'll brush on a little bit of the blue ink so it's not such a stark white cloud there on the horizon. And then I'll continue up the panel with more clouds. I'll add 3 lines of clouds. Again, I don't want to take it up to the edge. But I want to create a pretty vignette that the girl is looking at. Okay, let's move the tape down just a little bit and ink in the ocean. I'm going to tape this back in place just to hold it down for me. I want to get the lines super straight. There we go. And I'm going to use the same blue ink and ink on the water. It's very subtle. I don't want it to be so showy that you're not looking at the girl, because the girl is the focal point of the card. Now I'm going to protect the water with another stripe of this mint tape. We'll cover up the ink. I have to look right down at it. Sorry about my head getting in the way. And then I'm going to use some antique linen for the beach. I'm using an ink blending tool to put this on. My collection consists of ink blending tools as well as brushes, and I just use them all. All right, now I can remove the mint tape, and our scene is all ready to go. There are some really cute card examples of this set on the Spellbinders website if you want to check those out. Okay, now let's glue down our beach towel. And I think if I were to do this again, I would have used different colors on the beach towel. I'm not really liking that craft, but we'll just go with it. We'll glue this down flat. And then our beach girl. I'll put her to the side so you can kind of see some of the clouds and the ocean. There we go. And now for her tote bag. I'm going to give it some dimension with a foam square. And then I had a hard time deciding where to put her flip-flops, but I decided to glue them together. And then I'll put them just underneath her tote. And this little scene is all done except for the sentiment. For the sentiment, I'm pulling in the clear stamp of the month. And I'll stamp out the sentiment that says, "Have a chill summer." I just love that sentiment. I used VersaFine Onyx Black ink to stamp that out. And now I can attach it to a white card base. Okay, I'll add a few gold gems to this scene. And this card is done. Don't you just love this little set? It's so much fun to play with. And here is a close-up look at the finished card. Thanks for joining me for this close-up look at the Small Die of the Month Club from Spellbinders for July, and again, it's called Day at the Beach. I hope you all have a very chill summer. Take care. Bye.